So I look at Boeing versus that. I think, well, Boeing's got to do okay on a long time horizon. They're going to fire their CEO, which is more of a ceremonial shenanigan than it means. It doesn't actually mean anything. But they're firing their CEO, or he's going to step down at the end of the year.
Yep.
So they got to have a sacrificial lamb that they can say, oh, there's new management, we're fixing things. And they're going to do mostly the same shit. But they got to tighten up a couple things. Yeah, they'll do fine long term, but I don't want to play the game at the moment. I think there's better opportunities in the market. I don't care what the trendy thing is.
Yeah.
Why don't you buy Nvidia while it's already up, 20x? Maybe they should do that too. Mm-hmm. I'm not. I think it's silly, but the company is going to do good. But we already missed it, folks. You already missed it.
If you don't have $1 million yet, you're living a much lesser life than what could be easily available to you with the right guidance. My head coach has freed up a few spots in his calendar to hold one-on-one strategy calls with the highest quality applicants. If you're doing well already and you're looking to accelerate your momentum and do even better, click the link in the description now and apply for your strategy session. More at the end of this video.
What are your thoughts about that? Or, maybe a fun thing to do is for you to poke at me a little bit or interview me. What are the things that you would like me to talk about with them that you think they'd find most useful?
Well, I think it's funny that, you talked about people not having $1,000 for an emergency. So that means like an emergency for your daughter or for your family, right? And I'm curious your thoughts on people that know that that's how most people are, right? But then they can't go read like a book in a week, or they can't do the homework, right? Or they say, oh, this is too hard. This is too difficult.
If you can't do the homework in this course, it's just you. You don't even love yourself. I can't pay any attention to you. I don't care if you're around I'd rather you're not around. If it's too burdensome for you to read a book once per week, read a book. If it's too burdensome for you to 25, 30 hours of studies to change your life significantly, just go be poor. Stay dumb. Be poor. I don't know what else to say about it. I didn't come to you begging you to be rich. I didn't come to you saying, filling out an application, say, hey, please let me make you money. Please let me show you the path to prosperity. Please let me help you be a multimillionaire. So I don't know, man. Like, if you don't want it, don't. It's cool. I got plenty of friends that'll take that extra money. I'll take the extra money. The economy will give the money to me instead. That's fine. The economy will give the money to him, to other people around us that are deserving of it. So you came to me and told me you want to make money. Anybody that's here, you should have a goal to make at least $1 million. $1 million is nothing. I made almost $1 million today. $1 million is nothing. It's not what it used to be, folks. I hate to say it that way because it sounds crazy, but it's just a semantics game. It's like with inflation, over the past, 104 years, the dollar's lost 98% of its purchasing value, its purchasing power. So that means the value of the dollar is now 2% what it was in 1920. Mm-hmm. Which that means that if you were a millionaire in 1920, to have the same purchasing power, to have the same freedom, essentially, you have to have 50 million today. Now, thankfully, I have more than that, but I'm going to keep working on that. I was training the other day with Jake Shields. We were at Randy Couture's gym. And Randy came over yesterday too. Randy came and said hi to me actually, and he said, you want to take a picture? I said, well, let's get your company logo in the background, so if we're going to take a picture together, we could at least promote your business. So Randy's a great guy. Shout out to Randy Couture. But I was training with a kid named Mikey Musumeci. Mikey's a 5-time world champion in jiu-jitsu. 5 times. 5 times. Best in the world. 5 times. Black belt level. And I'm training with Jake over there too. And we were laughing about this same thing. Of like, guys want to come train with them, but they don't actually want to learn the shit. Yeah. They don't actually want to do something. They want to roll around. And now if you wanted to learn something, those are some damn great coaches to learn some shit from. And it's really up to you. And I said the same type of thing that we're talking about now. I said, I got these people come to me and they tell me, I want to be rich. I want to be a millionaire. I want to be a multimillionaire. I want to have my financial freedom. I want to have everything. You can't do 30 hours of homework. There's 168 hours in the week. Like, there's teenage girls out there out hustling some of you. So if you can't read a book, yeah, that's really what I think. I don't need your money. I don't want the wrong person's money. I don't want to spend time with bums and losers. If you're dedicated to a bum life, like, you don't need me for that. Go be poor by yourself.
Yeah, if some people understood the cost of like not learning these things long term, it wouldn't even be a question if you should read the book. It wouldn't even be a question of like, it's not even comparable. All right. The long term implications of never learning these topics, never learning how to invest, right? With knowing now that how inflation works, we've talked about it many, many times in the course. I mean, you're just asking for subpar outcomes in life. And it's all because you don't want to feel uncomfortable, right? It's like I made it a principle in my life is like to continuously put myself, in things that make me uncomfortable all the time. So much so that I almost feel a bit uncomfortable when I'm comfortable. Probably feel the same way, right?
That's why I was laughing.
Yeah.
I make sure some part of my body hurts at all times, and my brain's a little fatigued and sore.
Yeah.
I feel a little best that way.
Yeah. So it's all a choice at the end of the day. Some of them were asking about, investing in like, bigger companies like Boeing, like, because there's a lot of stuff going on with that company, or Costco. We're talking about that. And I'm curious your thoughts just on, investing in things that people are always talking about, like the trendy things versus the stuff that's just boring. And
I'm not trendy. I bought 1,500 of these T-shirts recently.
Yeah.
I wear them every day. I literally wear them every day. I don't just put it on for the call. I just wear them every day. Like, I have people around me. My girlfriend might appreciate if I wore a different shirt on occasion. Mm-hmm. Never complains, but I could imagine that. And I think, well, hey, look, what other brand would I like better? I think about that. Like, what other brand do I like better than my brand? What other message do I live most closely with? Like, that would be more appropriate than like choose to conquer, than to wake up every day and choose to overcome, some obstacles and go to sleep more prosperous, go to sleep smarter, just quite literally better. Go to sleep better than I woke up. So I like that choose to conquer message. Every day I want to wake up and choose prosperity. I want to laugh at people that are making less of an effort than I am. So I want to be better. I want to be around people that have a similar ethos and similar thought process. And regarding whatever the trendy investment thing is at the time, I don't care what the new trendy thing is. I'm not going to do the new trendy thing. I don't care what the new trendy thing is. Now there are some companies, Boeing's not a crazy thing. It's like, there's two major aircraft builders in the world are Boeing and Airjet. And there's some supplemental things that, private jets made by Gulfstream, or some smaller regional jets made by Bombardier, or things like that are, commercial regional jets. Is their stock gonna go up in the future? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it's one of those like too big to fail type things. Is like, what's your alternative? Is Airbus, which is made in France. And that's all you should need to know. If you're reliant on Frenchmen, that's a sad place to be in. If you're reliant on the French to save you, you're in trouble. So they make some nice fashion things in France, but the price of things are expensive there. You pay for 8 hours of labor, you get 2, and I don't have very high thoughts about the French culture or the French economy in the future. Nice place to visit for their past history. You'd go there and see things like, oh, here, Napoleon did some shit 200 years ago, and 5'3", and conquering shit himself. Good for him. So, they make some fashion, they make some good wines, they make some good food, and other than that, it's everything about France is their history. So I look at Boeing versus that. I think, well, Boeing's got to do okay on a long time horizon. They're going to fire their CEO, which is more of a ceremonial shenanigan than it means. It doesn't actually mean anything. But they're firing their CEO, or he's going to step down at the end of the year. Yep. So they got to have a sacrificial lamb that they can say, oh, there's new management, we're fixing things. And they're going to do mostly the same shit. But they got to tighten up a couple things. Their stock's down tens of billions of dollars. Yeah. I think on a long time horizon, it'll probably do fine. It'll probably turn around. I haven't invested a penny in it. I'm probably not going to, but I think it'll probably make money over time and probably it'll turn around because of their market position. If there were 10 companies like that in the market, I'd say they're
Yeah.
but there's really 2. So it's kind of one of those things that's going to get the national support to, they're going to revamp a couple things and do more verbal jibber, talking about, oh, we're very inclusive and full of shit over here, but our stuff works now, don't worry.
Yeah.
Because they'll hire the right people now to actually build the shit so the door don't fall off, so the wheel don't fall off in the parking lot and smash cars. That's a real thing if you don't know. That happened in San Francisco for people that don't know. Big wheel falls off the jet. It takes off. It's going to Japan. The wheel falls off the jet and smashes 2 cars in the parking lot. It's 200 and some pound wheel. So they got to divert and so on. Anyway, yeah, they'll do fine long term, but I don't want to play the game at the moment. I think there's better opportunities in the market. I don't care what the trendy thing is.
Yeah.
Why don't you buy Nvidia while it's already up, 20x? Maybe they should do that too. Mm-hmm. I'm not. I think it's silly, but the company is going to do good, but we already missed it, folks. You already missed it.
You watch this video all the way through, and that tells me you're dedicated to learning more and earning far above average outcomes in your life. Congratulations for that. But now it's time to take action. If you could have earned those results by yourself, you would have done it already. My head coach has opened up a few spots on his high-demand calendar for an in-person, one-on-one strategy session to help you. On this call, we'll give you the pragmatic advice that you can implement tonight to get laser-focused on the right metrics and leave mediocrity far behind in your past. Click that link right now in the description below and apply for your call immediately. Do it now.